Hello, one more quick check-in with Don Quixote. This is in the second part in chapter, is it 24, around like page 614 of the book, where Don Quixote gets himself lowered into the cave of Montesinos, and he's in there for about an hour, but he comes out with a story about how he spent 3 days and 3 nights down in this cave with all these like enchanted people. Hush, hush, hush. You can. We'll talk about that some other time. Where yes, he's talking about all his stuff here. Let's have some company. Oh, company from above. All right, here. Let's get things sorted out. All right. This is a very DIY video, more DIY than usual. This is the source of the whining, Theo. But yeah, he gets lowered into this cave where he meets this. There's a night where his friend, he's carved out the heart of a friend, salted it, and taken it to a lady, and now they kind of reside. He resides in this cave, never aging, with a lot of other people, including kind of like Guinevere. A lot of people like just they've been enchanted by a magician. I think it might be it's Merlin. Um, and he claims Don Quixote in the story, to much to Sancho Panza's uh, kind of scorn, that he saw Dulcina of Tabasco, as with her the two peasant girls she was with before, but she's transferred back into her beautiful self. But she's with those the two peasant girlfriends that she had, which um, Sancho Paz is rolling his eye because he knows that those three girls were just three random peasant girls who were going down the road that he introduced Don Quixote to as Dulcina with her ladies transformed into peasant girls. So he knows that's bullshit, and you know, but Don Quixote sticks to his story and about all this kind of fantastical stuff of like that he saw down this thing, and there's at this point in the story that the apparently the original author of this, the Muslim writer who actually did it, says, he says, I cannot believe nor persuade myself that everything written in the preceding chapter actually happened in its entirety to the valiant Don Quixote. And it's they've saying like that up to this point they've been possible and plausible, but with regards to this one, I can't say anything to say it's um it's true because it goes far beyond the limits of reason, and he doesn't think it's possible that Don Quixote, the most truest and most noble knight of his day, would lie, which is kind of taking Don Quixote, his thing. And so what he says is, you, reader, since you are a discerning person, must judge it according to your own lights, for I must not and cannot do more. Yet it is considered true that at the time of Don Quixote's passing and death, he is said to have retracted it, saying he had invented it because he thought it was consistent and compatible with the adventures he had read in his histories. And so it's one of those interesting things of like, is Don Quixote as much of a tale teller as the tales of chivalry that he's told? Is he lying, or does he actually believe everything that he's seeing is true? Does he believe his delusions are true, or does he have some self awareness that some of his delusions are just fancies, just inventions that he, when he was down there, lowered down into the dark of this cave, he thought up this stuff. I mean, they say earlier that it's like, well, it's very detailed, kind of lots of a very detailed telling of all these different stories that happened down in the cave. But did he just kind of pull it up from his readings, like basically adapt stories from chivalry and inserted it into his own adventures? But how does that jibe with the guy we've seen before, who definitely does seem like very kind of a truth, telling the truth as he sees it. This kind of it really does introduce that whole thing of like, it's kind of disturbing that he would say that, that he's said to have retracted it, saying that he invented it because he thought it was consonant and compatible with the adventures he'd read in his histories. It's like, you know, he invented it, which is like, that's kind of disturbing actually to me, that the character Don Quixote would invent something. It's like, up until now, Don Quixote is very much, yes, we think he's mad, but we believe that he believes what he's seeing, that windmills are giants, that various people he sees on the road are evildoers or knights, or you know, and that peasants, or prostitutes are great ladies that deserve our great respect and protection. So that's, it's a little bit of a jar there, in the middle of the story. I'm not quite sure what to think of it. So, with that said, let's probably take Theo outside for a little jaunt so he does not pee on me, because that would be terrible, right, Theo? You don't want to pee on me. Theo's agrees, and actually probably just wants to go visit Ja. Do you want to go visit Ja? Well, you can't because she's on the phone working. All right, more videos later.